Hello, good morning. It's Motivation Mornings with Marnie and Melissa. I'm Melissa Houston, health insurance specialist and financial planner in Victoria, BC, Canada. And I'm excited that cherry blossoms are just starting to come out. It's very exciting.
Yes, I agree. Super excited about that. And good morning, everybody. I'm Marnie Dangerfield, also here in Victoria, BC, wellness and intentional creativity coach. And I have a frame of a TV that looks like the TV I looked at when I was a kid.
Reminds me of the one I had as a kid too. We're going retro.
Going retro. So yes, so we'll start. We're going to start off as always with our value statement. You're just flashing at me. I hope it's not flashing at you. Good morning, Leanne. Hey.
Good morning.
Yes, we're going to start off with our value statement. Good morning, Rose. Thank you for being here with us. We're going to share what's inspiring us today. And then Melissa's going to have your pen and you'll want to have your pen and paper ready. Melissa's going to be sharing, I believe, a financial wellness tip, but she can share whatever she wants. She'll be sharing the wellness tip this week. And then we'll be sharing our contact info. Oh, the journal prompt after the contact information. We'll be sharing attitudes. We hope you will too. And then we'll round off the motivational quote, which I will be sharing this week.
Marnie quote. All right. Today we gather
in the spirit of possibility,
in support of community,
to encourage holistic well-being,
to empower our authentic selves,
to share appreciation,
to express compassion,
and to enjoy this gift of life.
Yeah, got some sunrise happening behind me.
Oh, thank you, Leanne. She's loving the TV. She grew up watching one like this too, I'm sure, if she watched Price Edition. Leanne. And she loves your cherry blossoms. They are gorgeous and green.
Yes, I'm looking forward to more of them coming.
So, Melissa, and feel free, everybody, if you're here live or watching the replay, to share what's inspiring you this week. But Melissa, what's inspiring you?
Oh my goodness, I've got some heavy hitters today, guys. Buckle your seatbelt. So my inspiration today is I'm back to the podcast episodes. I'm sorry. It's just in COVID times, this is how I get things. So today I wanted to share a podcast episode. I can't remember if I've mentioned the podcast before. I feel like I probably have. It's called Armchair Expert. And the episode is with a sex therapist called Emily Morse. And I listened to it over the weekend. And most of the episode is around just how people, especially younger people, are educating themselves in sexuality and how we as a society are not doing a very good job. But the reason I wanted to share it today is it really resonated and hit me in a particular way because Emily explained how a lot of people, really focus on the other person when they're thinking about their sexuality, and which isn't a bad thing. You want to be considerate, and it often is a very big thing for a relationship of any kind. But she was pointing out how in doing that, we can often neglect to notice that our sexuality is actually part of our own well-being, and that is part of ourselves, and it doesn't necessarily have to even involve anyone else. And it just hit me like a light bulb. I'm just like, oh my gosh, like it's something I knew intellectually, but it just, I feel like I hadn't been really embracing that part of myself. and just taking ownership of that part of my well-being instead of feeling like it has to involve, well, in my particular case, my husband. But so it was just like, oh my gosh, this is opens all kinds of possibilities and fun thoughts and so I call it a heavy hitter because it's not something we talk about all the time, and actually that's part of what causes the issues in our culture is that it can be a topic that people feel sensitive about or just not, and it's okay to be private about it, of course, like comfort levels, but at the same time, it's again part of your own well-being. So to be comfortable with it within yourself to, the extent you want it to be is important.
Oh my goodness, yes. Oh, thank you so much for sharing that. And good morning, Maggie. So lovely to have you with us this morning. But it's like this taboo thing, as you say, we don't talk about it. But it's such a big part of who we are and our well-being, as you say. So, yay, Melissa. I can't thank you for sharing that. I'm looking forward to listening to that, because I know that even for me, that's an area that's like, what? But as you say, to open to the possibility and get curious of like,
yeah, be curious about it in yourself. I'm sorry, I don't, all of a sudden the light.
I was going to say, the sun's come out in here.
I think this is cool. As good as I'm getting. I look like a ghost.
I like the rays. There's like almost like a little rainbow over your screen. You're magical.
Yeah, it is a little magical. So yes, that's me, and I will definitely share the podcast episode in the comments in case anyone is curious and wants to listen to it themselves.
Yes, please. Thank you. I know I do. Anyway. So
for you, what does Marnie have to share today?
And like we said, if anybody has anything that's inspiring them, feel free to share in the comments too. We love hearing. For me this week, what's inspiring me, I'm able to be on this virtual conference called Museum Next, and it's presentations for museums and art galleries and all over the world, and how they are with this past year, the pivoting and how they're coping with the technologies. And I can't share a link to the conference because it's a paid conference, but what I can share is just the inspiration of seeing how in these times, what we, as humans, as communities, as organizations, what can be created and the pivot that can happen, and the different ways that they're engaging, and how with the digitization of collections, how it's opening up, like you can be anywhere in the world and check out collections somewhere. And so part of what I wanted to share is if there's like a museum you always wanted to see and haven't been able to travel there, maybe check it out, because you don't know what they're doing right now, what they may be sharing, and different even lectures and presentations, and how things are becoming more inclusive. So but also when you talked about the podcast, Melissa, like some of them have gone into podcasting and have been hugely popular. And because there's such, as you say, people are listening to podcasts more and more. And so please always share interesting podcasts. I'm so sorry I joked about that one because they're so good. But yeah, like there's a museum podcast that's interviewing different art. So I'll be sharing probably closer to the end of the week when there's a couple of, say, museums in particular where I'm really excited. There's one about, there's a dream museum. Who knew there was a dream museum? There's just all these. So I'm all excited and inspired by it. And check this out. But in the meantime, if doesn't have to be museums, but if there's a topic or something that you've always been interested in and maybe thought, because I live where I am, I can't do that. My gentle nudge would be to see like what is being offered, because there's some amazing, you can listen to people now that you would never be able to see. You'd have to go see them in person, and they're presenting online now, and there's escape rooms. Like there's just some interesting things happening. And the reality is right now we can't gather in person, but there are some innovative, fun, kind, caring, compassionate things happening out there. So that's my inspiration.
Oh, wow.
Wendy's here. Good morning, Wendy.
Oh, good morning, Wendy. Wow, Marnie, I probably wouldn't have thought to do that. To go out and see what they might have available online nowadays. That is such a good point. My goodness. I'm gonna have to give that some thought as to something to check out, because that would be really cool, especially if they had, I don't know, maybe some podcast or something that could help walk you through the collections or certain pieces of their collections to learn more about them. That would be really cool.
Yeah, and there definitely are art museums and things that are doing that, and they have special exhibits, and they're virtual now, so it's
Awesome. And did you have any that you were going to share? Sorry.
well, I'm gonna I haven't, because I've been in it, I haven't been able to check out. They've been sharing links and I've been saving them, and so I'm gonna check them at the end. But I know that Dream Gallery one. There's even like some people doing Minecraft games, but they're including, it's because they're trying to get to different demographics and things. I will be sharing.
Okay, yes. Awesome. Thank you. All right, on to my heavy hitter number 2.
Yes, please. I got my pen and paper ready.
You may or may not need a pen and paper for this one. So my inspiration was sort of to support more positivity in your sexuality. So this is actually to support more positivity with your relationship with money, because it's, again, an area that a lot of people may not feel that comfortable about. There might be some, even not even conscious, but unconscious attitudes or just uneasiness. And so I want to encourage people to maybe find something that you can integrate into your life on a regular basis, maybe not daily, but on a regular basis, to be mindful of it, of increasing your general appreciation or gratitude towards the financial well-being of your life. I wanted to share one of the things that I like is to listen to money positive songs, and I know there's not a lot of them. In fact, there's a few out there that probably aren't that positive, but the idea is to, and it doesn't even have to be like the specific lyrics of it being something great. Like, actually, it would be really great to actually write a song about, actively saving money or contributing to charity or something. I don't think that exists. but there's a few songs, like I wrote down 3 that I could think of off the top of my head, that when I listen to them, it makes me go like, yay, financial well-being, woo, woo, woo. So my favorite is one called Just Got Paid by Sigala. I think it's how you pronounce it. And some of the lyrics are problematic about being broke, but it's a celebratory song about getting paid. So I love that one. There's Money by the Beaches, which is also about getting paid. And the big one I think most people probably know is Independent Women by Destiny's Child. Interesting that all 3 of these are by women. But so I don't know, when I listen to these kinds of stuff, it associates money with positive feelings and a positive experience. So if that makes you feel that way too, maybe, I don't know, once in a while, throw it on and it sort of bump up your feelings about your financial well-being that way in your relationship with money. Or you could just add some affirmations. If you're a person who does daily or regular affirmation statements, you can have some positive money affirmations, like, I deserve financial well-being. Because really money is just a tool, right? It's not inherently good or bad. It's what you do with it. So I certainly want to support the idea that if you are earning money and money is coming to you, it's because you deserve it. You deserve to be, have good well-being. And if that's helping you maintain your well-being, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. So why not be happy about it and celebrate it and be grateful for it? Yeah, or just try to incorporate it in if you have a gratitude practice too. That's another way that you could integrate that, just to be more mindful of that part of your life. Yeah, if and I would be more than happy to hear other ideas if people have other ideas for how to just boost that positive relationship you have with money and hopefully attract more of it into your life because you're going to do good things with it.
Yes. Oh, and I see hearts. There's been hearts flying up, so people are doing well. And Leanne has shared some tunes.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Ooh.
pretty green by the Jam.
Ooh,
and
okay.
Money by the Beatles.
Oh, Money by the Beatles. Yes.
And the thing that popped into my head too was like, Melissa, I know you love music, creative. Could there be a songwriting credit in your future
Maybe.
for a well-being and positivity and music, money song? Like, yes, Melissa.
That would be fun. That would be really fun.
That would be. But I love, you're right, this raising this positivity about it for sure, and that gratefulness. I love that. As you say, practicing that so that it's go-to as opposed to that heavy.
Yeah.
Oh, Leanne's got more what she's saying. As Sandra says, money is feminine energy to procreate.
Oh.
So we're just mourning your first share and this share is all coming together. That's awesome. Anyway, appropriation, but fun. Oh, thank you. I'm going to take that on. Just having that and building that relationship of love. And I need all these songs I don't know. So other than the Beatles one. So to check.
Yeah, I should make a money positive playlist on Spotify. Oh, all right. Now we're on to our contact info.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Replying.
And I still haven't had anyone take up my challenge to provide us with a motivational quote. But if you come across one and you're like, oh my gosh, I need to share this with Marnie and Melissa, please email it to us at motivation.mornings@gmail.com. We would love to highlight it and share it with the world. Then we have our Facebook page. You're probably on it, but if you are not, it's with MM. Check us out there. We are sharing the resources we discuss in the comments below. And then we have our Instagram, motivation_mornings_with_MM, where we post the reminders on Wednesday mornings and copies of the motivational quotes. Finally, YouTube channel. That is where the recordings of these Facebook Lives are going. And for anyone who isn't able to join us live, and especially if you'd like to get reminders about when the new ones are posted so that you have that, oh, it's time to check it out. It's a great opportunity to subscribe on there so you get those notifications, or maybe even share them with other people that you're like, hey, they are talking about something. Say, I don't know, podcasts. I got friends who like podcasts. I'm going to share it with them. You could totally do that from there. All right. Journaling prompt time. All right, I'm going to go. This is when you need the pen and paper for all you journalers. Marnie's got hers. Here we go. This week's prompt. What makes me feel calm? I have a feeling Marnie would have no problem answering this one.
Oh, that's such a great question. I instantly thought of a place, and it's like, just, it's interesting how even just thinking about something like that can make you feel calm. Like,
Amazing. Yes, just mentally put yourself there.
oh, I'm there.
Yeah,
Love that, Shirley, bro.
that's a nice one. It's a calm one.
Mm,
Very nice.
mm. Thank you. So, I'm always so in the moment. So for my gratitude this week, I'm grateful for the things that make me feel calm. And often that is when I'm out connecting in nature, looking, just even pausing and looking at a tree branch or a flower or a leaf, or listening to the birds, but just basically stepping outside and breathing and just noticing what's happening around me intentionally with that, just becoming present and just connecting with, gosh, because there's, especially right now with, we're in that winter spring transition, and there's just every day there's something new opening. Like your tree behind you soon will be blooming. And a few days ago I was out walking and there was no color on a tree, and yesterday it's like, oh, look at all those cherry blossoms that are, they could have, anyway, blossoms, I'll say blossoms starting to open. So, and that always brings I calm down when I.
I've got purple crocuses I just noticed in my yard this morning. Just starting. I'm like, yay, spring. Well, thank you, Marnie. I wanted to express some gratitude for our healthcare access. I have been struggling with I don't know, strange neck all week. And my husband's just like, you should probably just go to see the physio. See if they can help. And I'm like, yes, I should at this point. It doesn't seem to be just going away. So I may as well see if they can help me. And the fact that I can just call them up and make an appointment is pretty amazing, because not everyone gets to do that. So I feel very grateful that we have good access to healthcare.
Definitely, yes. Don't want to take that for granted. So good. Yeah, they're always there for us when we need them. So it's not fun. And please do feel free to share in the comments what you're grateful for this week. Oh, it just always feels so good sharing gratitude. And Rose is sharing, she absolutely loves the cherry blossoms. Yes, totally agree with you, Rose. Yeah, so, oh my goodness, time is flying.
Oh,
I
yes, look at that.
will now share my screen to share the quote, and we'll round up.
Marnie quote.
Today is normal day. Let me be aware of the treasure you are. Let me learn from you, love you, savor you, bless you before you depart. Let me not pass you by in some quest, some rare and perfect tomorrow. I'm Mary Jean. Irion? I'm trying to say it.
Oh, that is so lovely. It's a poem.
Anyway, yes. I just thought, oh, what a way to just be mindful of as we are starting our days today. Just be here and savor this day, this moment, and what's happening.
Oh, love it. Thank you, Marnie. I don't think I've heard of it before, so I appreciate that.
That is a gratefulness book. I don't have it handy at the moment, but I've shared about before. Yeah. By Christy Nelson. So we'll be checking the comments, because there's some more that have snuck in here that well, not snuck in. We appreciate you sharing, but we'll comment on after. That's well. We're gonna need to close this out so we can all get on about our day.
Yes, we're approaching 8 o'clock. So thank you so much for everyone who has joined us live. Lovely to see you as always, and always lovely to see you, Marnie.
Definitely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Day.